Good afternoon, good morning, good whatever the heck it is wherever you live. It's been a while since I've streamed or done much of anything with YouTube, and I'm actually kind of struggling right now to get this Social Stream Ninja thing to work like it used to. I use this plugin to be able to feature certain chats on the live stream and whatnot, but it appears to not necessarily be working, so I won't worry too much about it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me for another impromptu live stream. What I've got on the screen in front of me here is a recent performance from my band Midlife Riot at a local place called the Downtown Tavern. We played with a couple of other bands, and they so graciously multi-tracked the performance, so we were able to get these tracks and hopefully do a decent mix. Let me turn my mic down just a little bit. Davi, what is up? And I guess just for the sake of trying to get a little bit of organization, I'll show you what I've done so far. As I've already imported the tracks, obviously. I've renamed them because they came to me a little bit different from this. We can see that they were all preceded with Midlife Riot Tavern space dash space. I've trimmed that. I've also renamed the vocal mics, and I have removed one of the tracks that was unused. They had a vocal mic for the drummer, and our drummer doesn't sing. Well, he kind of does, but he doesn't for us. Let's put it like that. I've also got all the tracks brought in at the exact volume that they were tracked, so they likely will not be loud enough, or some of them may even be a little bit too loud. One other thing of interest to note here is that my two guitar tracks, there's one for myself, hey Will, there is one for myself as well as for David, and we were playing through the house guitar amps there. They had a couple of Katana Artist Series amps. I ran my pedal board, and I've got my tone essentially baked into one of my Tonex pedals, and I found that it seems like they had their outputs from the guitar amps running probably from the line out instead of the emulated out, so there was no cab emulation. That probably sounded a bit rough as far as what they were running through the house. So one thing that I know I need to do for sure on David's guitar is to add an amp sim. Not necessarily a sim, but at least a cab emulator. So I'll go ahead and load up Amp Locker, turn off the amp, and just do something with the cab. We can try to fine-tune it in a bit, but my main objective for the immediate, quite frankly, is just to get something that's reasonable sounding. So let's throw a couple of things on here and see what David's tone sounds like with just that little bit in there. I picked a quiet part, apparently. And I can also see that that's pretty hot, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce the volume on this to get him to, I know you hear this term all the time in mixing videos, but I want to get him somewhere around probably minus 18-ish. Once I get a reasonable tone for him, I'll pan these things out a bit and see how everything sounds at Unity and just try to get a decent relative gain structure set for each of the tracks. Okay, that's decent. I'll go ahead and pan him to the left, pan myself to the right. Let's mute these vocals for now. And let's see, we've had two tom mics, so I'll go ahead and pan those left and right. They had a single overhead mic, which is not my favorite, but it's better than nothing for sure. A kick and a snare. I've got my toms in a toms folder and my drums in a drums folder. Vocals muted for now. Got my guitars panned. Let's see what this is sounding like so far. Now I can see that bass track is very low, so let's go ahead and crank that up at the item level. Well, let's see how bad these vocals are. Now, I have spoken with Will about these tracks a little bit earlier today, and I can tell you that because of the way that we were set up in that room, there is a lot of cymbal noise in the vocal mics. So I'm going to mute David's mic for a second and just run mine and see how this goes. Now, keep in mind that right now we have no effects on any of this at all. Just trying to get a decent relative mix. Very bleedy cymbals. Let me make a couple of adjustments over here in OBS. Just a moment. I don't want to have the music duck my voice too much because I just want to hear this through these speakers as opposed to putting on headphones. So I'll try to be mindful of that while we're working here. So I think first things first, I'd like to put some sort of bus compression on the master. That is a point of contention for some people as to whether you should do everything on the individuals or bus level or what. I do like to kind of start off with some semblance of bus compression and start to work at the bus level and then start to work at the track level to try to pinpoint things that may be problematic. So let's give this some kind of attack, some kind of random release, and see what we get here. Something I would like to do since there were no room mics is to give us some semblance of room noise. So let's just create a reverb here. I may end up doing a few different layers of effects here, so I'll go ahead and create an effects bus. Let's see, we'll do some room reverb, and we'll do some vocal specific reverb. I'll cram those inside of that effects bus. And I am sorry that I don't have my Social Stream Ninja working properly, so there goes the dog, sorry. So I can't make the questions pop up on screen like I like to. If you got any questions, throw them in chat and I'll do my best to answer. I hope that is FedEx with my new mouse, by the way. I may have to take a brief break to see what Bell Dog is after. I'm going to mute my mic for a second. That dog is really excited out there. Let's try this UAD. And sorry about that, I think I disconnected for a moment for some reason. But let's try routing our drums into that room verb. I don't want it to be too terribly busy, but I just want everything to sound like we were actually in a room, which we were. The room sounded really great, by the way. A little bit of pre-delay, and we'll solo these drums for a second. Let's see, what meter settings do I like to use? I guess it depends on which track. On my master track, I've got my meter set for peak for the TC. Let's see. I've got my meter set for peak plus loudness. Like to have a relative idea of luffs, loofs, whatever you want to call it. As for my individual meters, I'm pretty sure I've just got them all set for multi-channel peaks. I'll continue to build on this room and go ahead and route my bass and my guitars into it, and then just adjust how much I'm sending, then try to blend that into taste. And I'm probably putting the cart before the horse since I don't have this anywhere close to mixed, but just kind of doing things as I think about it. Could have sworn I'd routed my drums there. Oh, I see what I did. I accidentally routed them to the Vox reverb. Let me undo those and try that again and send them to the correct track. We'll go to room reverb. There, that's better. Yeah, those aren't going to play if I'm not, if they're muted. Let me try that again, sorry. I think that's a pretty good room sound. And let's try another for vocals. I think I actually like that plate reverb, so let's just try that again. We will get my vocal sent to it. Then we'll start trying to mix a bit. Now, I don't want a whole heck of a lot of tail on this. Yay, my mouse has been delivered. That's what the dog was barking about. And I am trying to be relatively quick about all this stuff too, so we're definitely not expecting an amazing mix with any of this, just trying to do something. Let's solo these vocals for a second. Hear all those cymbals in there. I feel like that bus compressor is doing a pretty good job of controlling things so far and adding some a bit of glue, and I know that phrase is overused, but it seems to really help to gel things together a touch. Welcome aboard, Future Sound Beat. And my apologies again to everybody for not showing the chat on screen like I normally do. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's... Yeah, it's just broken. I'll have to fix that later. That's bugging me, though, because I really like having that chat overlay. Alright. Now, that's... You know, with everything at Unity, that's not too terrible. Let's spot check a few other songs in here. Ooh, my voice cracked there. Vocals definitely need some compression on it for sure, so let's go ahead and start there and see if we can't level those out a bit with our good friend PSP Infinistrip. And goodness, let's just see if we can tame some of the spikies in there and then follow that up with a VCA style compressor to level it out. Now this will take a bit of trial and error. There's some crowd noise in there. me see, what song can I pick? Let's try Prayers for the North. I think that one's fair. Yeah, let's go there. That works. That seems to have leveled that out fairly decent. I want to try to run that again with a before and after on this plugin and see how that vocal sounds. Let's solo it for a moment. We reach the shores of distant lands with conquest in our veins. Raven's eyes on Overwatch. It most definitely brings up the cymbal noise when I compress it, of course. So I think maybe I would. Now I did try Isotope earlier today. I can try throwing that in here. I've just got the trial of it, but I tried the voice denoise, I think it was. And let's see, we'll continue that in trial mode, put that in front of Infinistrip. And let's just see what it does out of the gate. We reach the shores of distant lands with conquest in our veins. Raven's eyes on Overwatch that free our light our path. The elder gods of the 9 worlds allow our fates to intersect. Who are you to defy us? May your bloodshed define us. May Valkyries protect us, and our exploits be legends. May your weapons be useless, and your prayers go unanswered. Just fearless berserkers, the wolf symbol upon us, as they fall before us, and the All-Father call us. Hell from the north wind at our backs. There's no turning back. Yeah, Davia, I saw the, what do you call that thing? I saw the advertisement for it. Let me get that pulled up here real quick. It's called Mixlocker, I believe it is. Yeah, and it's a similar type of plugin for as PSP and Infinistrip. The Audio Assault plugins are zero latency as long as you don't turn on the, what's it called, oversampling. I've not tried it yet because I'm having a hard time seeing what this would do that my other plugins like doesn't do. It does have a distressors type of plugin in it, and you can get the whole bundle for $50. That's not bad at all, especially for zero latency. And I know that PSP Infinistrip I think is still $200. Let's find out. I think Infinistrip is probably my favorite plugin. I talk about it an awful lot because it's just so versatile. Yeah, it's $200. It goes on sale once every blue moon. There's another one that I really liked. The only thing I didn't care about was the fact that it's not zero latency, and that is Noise Ash Prestige Racks, which is currently on sale for $29.90. That's a weird number. It doesn't have as many bells and whistles, but it sounds really good, and I think it's always $29. It seems like it's always on sale from $150. That reverb may be a bit much. Let's back that off. And same thing with the vocal reverb. Your bloodshed define us. May Valkyries protect us, and our exploits be legends. May your weapons be useless, It seems to be controlling my vocals pretty good there. Keeping in mind that this is a live performance, this is sounding pretty decent so far with minimal work. Alright, let's attack these drums a bit. We'll put our friend Infinistrip on that as a stereo version. And just see if we can do a bit of VCA style compression on that to help glue those things together a bit. I really wish that we had stereo overheads for that, but I mean, it was a live show and we were lucky to get tom mics, so that's kind of rare. Hey Adam, welcome. Yep, clipping a bit now. Guess I'm pushing those drums a bit. Yeah, because if that's clipping with just the drums, of course I've got nothing controlling the individual tracks just yet. And could probably stand to turn those toms down. I think I will probably try to gate those toms a little bit to get some more noise out, but let's see how this sounds in context. Let's do a little bit of work on those toms. I do, like I said, want to try to get some of that noise out of each of the toms, and let's just start on one of them here. I like the expander on PSP Infinistrip, so I can use this to not gate, but to just turn it down a bit when the toms are not hitting. Let's see, that is sounding fairly decent. Let's get a bit more stick attack on that. We'll filter out a little bit of the high end, a little bit of low in favor of the kick, of course, and put in somewhere between, say, 2 and 3K just to try to accentuate that stick attack and give it a bit of top end sheen as well. I like to carve out somewhere in the vicinity of 800-ish on my toms. I can't tell you exactly why, other than it just usually sounds good to my ear. And I'm just going to copy that over to my second tom and see how that sounds. That should be sufficient. Oh, nice. You're able to get Infinistrip for a bargain. That's a tough bargain to come across. I think when I got it, for some reason I'm thinking I got it for like $50 a couple years ago, like at a Thanksgiving sale. It was pretty rare to get it for that cheap. Let's see. I'm wanting a bit more thump out of that kick, so I will throw Infinistrip back on that. I just tend to use this as my catch-all. I like to add some top end on my kick to help it to stick out better on like cell phones and things like that. Usually I'll go somewhere in the vicinity of 8K and just put a high shelf on it and boost it a bit. Also got to be really careful when you're compressing your kick to not be too aggressive lest you cut off too much of the transient. Do a bit of bus compression and EQ on these guitars. Just trying to make a bit more room for that bass to shine. I started losing my voice on this song. I feel like that removed a bit of mud, just that little bit of EQ work that I did in there, and the compression is helping to balance those guitars out a bit. FabFilter Saturn. No, I have not tried it. I've seen that trick done several times, but admittedly, I am a cheapskate, and FabFilter is high dollar. Let's take a look. Let's see, Saturn. Multiband distortion. It's about to say, like, that one plugin's almost $1,000. That's a bit steep. $139, that's not too bad. It seems a bit steep for what it is, which is just saturation, even though it's multiband. I may give it a try, but I don't know that it's going to do anything particularly magical that I can't already do with something else that I already own. I could be dead wrong. Ooh, speaking of distortion, I wonder if I still have, let's see. I forgot what it's called. Loch Ness. I like that plugin. It's not a multiband, but you can do some fun stuff with drums with this. It is a much more affordable version of Devil Lock. Let's see what it sounds like out of the box. I'd have to get the manual because I forgot what this stuff does, but it's interesting taking a look at the meters on my drum bus after using that. It, to my ear, sounds louder, but it's actually going lesser on the meter. So here is without. I may be wrong about that. Right now I'm peaking around -6.3. Yeah, it's actually staying around about the same, but it sounds much louder to me. Yeah, we're over a decibel softer on this, but it's perceivably louder. I may just leave that on there. It sounds pretty good. Let's work on that bass a little bit. I absolutely love what David has done on his guitars there. That sounds really good, blended in with mine. I'm going to try to compress that bass a bit. Fairly heavy. See if we can mess with this snare a little bit. Maybe try that expander on the snare as well. As much as I can clean up out of these tracks, I think the better. Good night, Davi. Thanks for stopping by. That seems to be doing a pretty good job. Let's, oh, I didn't realize I'd done a stereo instance of it, but I'll have to fix that real quick. I don't think it really matters since Reaper doesn't really care mono versus stereo, but just for the sake of argument, I'll do it again with the right plugin. So let's see, get that expander in there. I wish I'd paid more attention to the settings that I had just a minute ago, but I think I can find it. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Excuse me a second, I seem to have a woodpecker at the door. That was awkward. Had a woodpecker just hammering away right there at my studio door. Sounds like there was a few parts in there where the gate was maybe gating too much. Let me see if I can find that part. Yeah, I was actually using the reactive EQ earlier today to try to tame some of the cymbal bleed, and that's when I ended up getting that trial of Isotope RX instead. It does work pretty well. Sorry, I'm having to look over this other direction to read my comments here. Let me see if I can get... There we go. We got a... That's not what I'm looking for. There's like so many different things in OBS now, and I can't get the one thing that I want to work right now. There we go. So do I ever use reactive EQ to level things out? Yeah, I've actually not really tried much of anything from waves. I know that wasn't exactly your question, but I don't know, I tend to just go with whatever doesn't have a subscription that gets the job done, and Infinistrip has been it for me. Boost these vocals just a touch. filter out some lows on this one overhead. And I want to compress it just a bit to try to catch the snare hits and keep them controlled a bit better. This ain't sounding too bad to me, again, considering that it's a live show. What are your thoughts so far, guys, other than my terrible vocals? Now, I realize we have done nothing with David's vocals yet. He actually does the next song, and it's kind of quiet, but let's see how this goes. And it's in his lower register, so this is a bit of a tough one. I think for this one, I probably just need to add a take volume envelope. And let's see. What's the key press for that? I think it's Shift V. Yeah, there we go. And I will just boost his vocals here a bit and see how that goes.
Tell me what to do if I don't hear from you. Stay in, stay out. Stay in, stay out. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go. Close my eyes to see my mind. Torture me, don't wanna see.
this song. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of, I think, a lot of automation to help with some of these vocal parts to bring them out and whatnot. Let's go back and take a listen to, well, let's see if this gets me demonetized or not. Here's another cover. I messed up one of the words, so if you know the song, don't laugh at me. I think I wasn't close enough to the mic for this part. I was pretty low in my register and just not pushing quite enough for that to be audible. know, for not having much automation at all in this is sounding pretty decent.
Tracy Island, time traveling, dining, good as shit. Come to find you for some loving morning.
Thank you. I love that song.
Don't rain to ride with no space in my mind.
Ooh, Dave's guitar went out of tune pretty bad.
She's a silver lining, Lone Ranger riding through an open space. In my mind when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy to see this is where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a missing memory. And I can't help myself alright. All I ever say is, are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine?
Looks like we tried to pull off an original mix. Let's see how that went.
To fight for bullshit and they come home with PTSD? Nah, that ain't it. How do we escape this hell when the rain of war that's drenched the ground like lies that brought us down this path again?
I kind of want to play with that reverb a little bit more now, because where I came in singing there, that would have sounded pretty cool with more verb.
How do we escape this hell when the rain of war that's drenched the ground like lies that brought us down this path again? Open death as a friend with a stain of red upon your canvas, slain beneath me, countless as the sands. How do we evolve to this? It's death in life, it's life and death, it's nothing left, it's meaningless, it's all the same. The never-ending dialogue, without as much conversation. We're traveling in formations, the rising sun upon our heads. We march as kings
I think I lost my voice a few times on this song too. When I do lose my voice, it tends to be in the lower register.
This life I live is not this life I take will be this battlefield becomes my home. We must forsaken and alone. It's all the same. The never-ending dialogue will launch it into the light. We're traveling in formations, the rising sun upon our backs. We march as kings command. Mission objective, conflict with pride directive, introspective, traumatic conclusion, uncovering perspective. The never-ending dialogue, without as much conversation.
Can't hear me there.
This life I take will be my own. This life I live is not my own. This life I take will be my own. This life I live is not my own. This life I take will be my own. This battlefield becomes my home. We march forsaken and alone.
Thank you. They seem to like that one. I think I had a little bit of trouble on this next one too, but they still had fun. This is actually my first time listening through the whole thing. I'm willing to bet that my vocals were really low on the first verse. Sure enough, I just boosted a bit.
When we left them, left us living in an ocean of doubt, lost in endless thoughts, jealous in their stowaways, and we burned their ships, left them burning in the night, fate stakes to the side and we've taken the road aboard our vessels, leading sailors to the deep. Captain must go down with your ship, and we're too far from the shores to reach salvation. That homeland inside, stars be our guide, our destination.
Yeah, I think that that's pretty solid. There's not a whole heck of a lot left to do with this other than some automation to make sure that certain parts stand out and also to help clean up some of the bleed. I think just automating some of the fader movements for when I'm not singing to just keep some of that cymbal bleed out. Let's take a little bit of a listen to Blue Drift here. Now, I know I screwed up the first verse, so just be ready to laugh at me. And if there's any questions, be sure to throw them up in chat for me. I think there's only a couple more songs on here that I didn't play through, at least as far as originals go. We've got one more cover that was in there, and a couple of originals. I think that we butchered this one. Yeah, I was nowhere near close enough to that microphone. Reflex acoustics. I'm not familiar with them. Let's see. Reflex limiter. I don't know that I need another limiter, but I will take a look at it. Yeah, I'm not sure that it would do anything that any other limiter that I have doesn't do. Event Horizon works pretty nicely in Reaper as a stock plugin. I've also got L1, not L1, but L1 from Conif, however it's pronounced. I tend to just use either Event Horizon, sometimes Stealth Limiter from IK Multimedia, because that's very transparent. Let's see how bad my voice was shot for this last song.
Thank you guys.
What's your question? I will see if I can help.
Goat City, and I have no voice.
Go find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, everything. Midlife
Dollar General.
All right, I think that's about all I got for now. Let me check this question and see if I can answer. And my apologies again for not being able to shoot it up on the screen for some reason. So, let's see, what's the question? When I drag audio or MIDI clip from track 2 to 3, it keeps showing volume envelope. If you've got an envelope, let me make sure I understand you. If you've got an envelope that's on an item, it's going to follow that item. Let me save this real quick, and I'll see if this is what you're talking about. So let's say, like here, I've got this volume envelope on David's vocals. Now, if I insert another track and I drag this down here, well, if I can get it to, there we go, to that new track, that envelope was embedded in the item, so of course it's going to follow. Now, if I have a track envelope and I drag the item, the track envelope should not follow because that's not a part of the item, it's a part of the track. Assuming that's what you're talking about, I'm guessing you may have your envelope, however people say that, on the actual item and not the track. If you are in our Discord group, maybe you can toss something in there with some pictures and perhaps show a bit more. I'll drop a link in the chat just in case you're not familiar with it. So give me just a sec. Alright, so here is a link for the Discord server. Well, shoot, it's acting silly because it realizes that I'm streaming. Let me try this again. This must be new. Oh, it says right there, use the copy button. I tried copy. And it is not pasting the link. Good times. If it's maybe the volume lane, let me try that. We will experiment for a minute. So I'll add a volume lane here. I'm going to add another track just like we did before. And I'm going to copy this item, drag it down here, and sure enough, that is going with it. So let's see if we can figure that out real quick. Probably an option that I am not aware of. I'm not finding anything there. Let me check the actions list. Whoops, I missed. So what I'm looking for is anything with the word envelope/envelope that has a state. It may take me a second to find it. But at least now I see what you're talking about, so. There's this option here, which is probably hard to see with this being the 4K screen, but it says move envelope points with media items. I'm going to turn that off and try the same operation again and see if that helps. Okay, so I've got that disabled now. I'm going to add the lane there just like we did before. Add a new track, and I will copy this and see what shakes. Okay, so that fixes the problem. So, if you're able to see this, if you go to, I wonder if it's in options right here that's visible. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, so if you go to your options menu, and where is it? I just saw it. Envelope points. Move envelope points with media items. If you turn that off, that behavior will be disabled. Let me go and catch up on chat here. Okay, yeah, that should do it for you though. If you go to options, envelope points, and this top parameter here, move envelope points with media items, if you turn that off, you can then move a media item without the track envelope/envelope following it. Didn't know that that was a thing because I guess I've never, I guess I'm a little bit curious about use case scenario. And let's see, the noise when I record back vocals on record track. And yeah, I guess I don't ever have that problem, mainly because I don't do a whole lot with envelopes while I'm still tracking. So like my backup vocals will just be done on a separate track, completely independent of that other one. But at any rate, turning that option off will fix that problem for you. If nobody else has any questions, I got to take my dog out. So thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out on yet another unannounced live stream. Hopefully next time I'll have that plugin fixed to where I can show your comments on screen. If you like the content you're seeing, as always, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and you can support the channel further by clicking the Buy Me a Coffee. Gosh, I haven't done this in so long since I haven't done a proper video. I like coffee. Super thanks, or Patreon links in the description, or some other crap that I used to say a long time ago when I did produce videos. But anyway, thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you next time.